Wonder Twins, activate, form of blue golf shirts. Welcome in, Googans. It's after drill.
Yes,
Eve,
Drew.
glad to have you along. It's Friday, football Friday. We're getting ready. Season finale for the Jacksonville Jaguars Sunday. Of course, lots of good bowl action this weekend. Finally, we've got some good bowl action, Drew.
Mm-hmm.
As if you're inclined to watch, the Gates are in action early on. Peach Bowl tomorrow. Then, of course, we've got the semis late tomorrow. With Clemson and Bama.
Yes.
Getting it on. Clemson, Notre Dame, Bama, and who's Bama's victim? Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
That's right. I forgot. With the Heisman Trophy winner, Kyler Murray, in tow. So those will be tomorrow. You'll hear them right here on 1010XL 92.5 FM. Make sure you tune in. Enjoy that as we count down towards a college football national championship. And we bid farewell to what has been a dreadful Jaguar season, Drew.
Yes.
Now, the ladies of Helmets and Heels filled in for Dan and Jeff today on the drill as both parties are out. Jeff, of course, is on a boat. I'm on a boat! And the Elder Hicken is up in Atlanta for the Peach Bowl.
Yes.
He's ready to go Gator up there. And he posted up a photo. He swung by SunTrust Park to try and put a little Mets hex
Saw that.
on the Atlanta Braves. That's a strong move.
Something I can get behind.
It's a strong move. I like it. I approve of it. I'm a fan.
Yes.
I'm indifferent about both the Mets and Braves.
Sure.
But the idea of one hated base putting a hex on the other is good with me.
Yeah, good for baseball.
I love it. I like it. I'm a fan. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
That's
I think
right.
it's a song.
It could be.
It could be.
Yeah.
Or maybe I just wrote it myself.
Yeah.
Maybe you
could make
it a hit.
millions of dollars.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
Please tell me more.
Anytime.
So we, now the Jaguar season's coming to an end. Blake will get the start Sunday. I don't know if it makes a whole lot of difference in the outcome of the game, but it certainly might. Jags roll into Houston, where that Houston pass rush is pretty scary.
Yeah.
And the Jaguars' offensive line is not great.
It's not scary.
So now on the flip side, that Houston offensive line is ass, and the Jaguars' pass rush is, pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Hasn't been as good this year as it was last year, but they've got guys who can get home too. So it may be Sackapalooza Sunday.
And of course, we got that midweek, our so favorite midweek statement from Telvin that we just love because he's gone about over on the year.
Yeah, he likes to make a lot of promises.
Yeah, he basically said we're playing for pride. We're gonna lose.
Yeah.
Which we all knew, so it's fine.
I mean, it seems like at this point, 5 is about the peak as far as climbing draft slots.
Again, let me keep it as real with you as possible.
Keep it real with us, Drew.
I told you, by the way, with the Dolphins game that I had made a large wager on it before the season, and that I would still be okay with the Jags losing and I'd lose the money. Once the game came on and I realized what was truly at stake, I wanted the money. We won, so I was okay with the win.
So you got the money.
Yes.
Have you collected yet?
No, I have not.
You got to collect.
I've texted the kid every single day. Anyways, that's neither here nor there.
Do we need to go break some legs?
Yeah, we might need to go break some legs. But with the Texans game, I have no money on it, and I really personally want the Jags to lose. I'm going to be real. I want them to lose. If they won again at this point, I'm not going to sit there and boo when we're winning, but at the same point, us losing and locking up a top 8 draft pick rather than winning and potentially sliding back to 13.
I think that's the conundrum I find myself in, too.
Yeah.
When I'm sitting there watching the game, I can't actively root for the team to do badly.
Yeah, and when Bortles is in there, it's so funny to I love Bortles going in there in the Dolphins game and him be as soon as when Kessler goes down and they just go to Bortles and he's just holding his mic, holding his headset right over to the side. I was fired up. I was like, hell yeah, put him back in there, baby. Bortles is back. I love rooting for. Like I said,
the boat, man.
I love Bortles as a guy. As a guy, he's so cool.
Look, and that's the thing.
It's a damn shame he sucks at quarterback.
We talked about this morning. How would you feel if in next year or in the next couple of years, it's highly unlikely, but if Blake goes somewhere and for whatever reason blossoms and becomes a successful player,
that'd be fine.
Would that bother you at all? I said no. For me, I'd be happy for him, and it's really more of an indictment on the coaching staff.
I'd be happy for him and sad it couldn't have worked for us here because his personality is just hilarious.
He's a fun guy, and he gets it from a player, and he gets it. He doesn't rub people the wrong way, and he's very self-effacing, and that's embraceable.
Yeah.
You know, he's a regular dude. And people love Blake. And I will pull for Blake to do well wherever he goes. I have no animosity. This isn't like when Blaine Gabbert got traded to the 49ers and I was rooting for him to, you know, walk in front of a bus.
Right.
Or whatever, you know, just because he's a turd and he wasn't very good here.
Sure.
It's not like that. Blake isn't very good, but there's no animosity towards Blake personally. As he, you know, you would think is having his swan song in a Jaguar uniform, but I guess, you know, it's hard to 100% rule it out at this point because the QB situation's a little.
You never really know what the Jaguars are going to do.
Alex Smith did good with a change. Sure.
Alex Smith may never play again.
He broke his leg with his change of scenery. Now, the guy who he got changed for is doing much better.
And let's also not act like that Blake Bortles is as good as Alex Smith.
No.
Because he's not.
He's not.
Yeah.
Alex Smith. Now, granted, Alex Smith never looked great for the most part in San Francisco, but it was coming around. You know, I mean, you look at the deal the Chiefs gave Alex Smith when he left San Francisco, that Blake's not going to find that kind of money or that kind of commitment or that kind of team willing to invest like that in him because he hasn't shown it. He'll be in the NFL. He'll be on the team's roster. He'll be backing someone up if the Jags decide ultimately to move on from Blake. But,
I mean, Alex Smith had some really good years. I mean, basically the Chiefs' problem is they just couldn't win playoff games. I mean, so
which, by the way, it's still their problem.
Yeah, and they, you know, and basically, I think he's probably still there if not for Patrick Mahomes. They just love Mahomes so much.
Right, they weren't down on Alex Smith.
It'd be like if the Jags actually drafted another quarterback, which we never do.
They identified Mahomes. They made the move. They saw throughout the season of Mahomes in practice. They saw what they had. They knew what they had.
Yeah.
And so they made the move.
Yeah.
And it could have backfired. It could have blown up in their face if Patrick Mahomes had come in and not
would have been bad.
Done well or struggled mightily.
Yeah.
It would have looked bad. It would have been egg on Andy Reid's face, but he didn't. He's come in and blown it up. And has made Andy Reid look like a genius. Now, again, the Chiefs, though, I mean, they haven't looked like world beaters the last few weeks. And that seems to be Andy Reid's legacy, man. He's the king of, and Kansas City, too. They're the king of starting out like, 8-1.
Right.
And then finishing the season, 11-5. And you lose like a divisional round game, you go, what the hell happened?
Yeah.
That's like the Chiefs' legacy.
They do that.
And we feel like we're headed towards that.
They might do it again. We'll see.
But we'll see. One thing we know for sure is the Jaguars won't be there.
We don't have to worry about that this year.
They have one more game left, and that's a guarantee. And then we start talking draft. And, it seems like best case scenario for the Jags is probably about 5th in the draft at this point. Does that put them in a position to get a quarterback like Dwayne Haskins? Maybe. Although Haskins is immediately QB1, so
I'm just telling you, this is how it always happens. This is how it always happens with these drafts. I mean, quarterback position rules supreme, and there's going to be Haskins going to end up going like
2
one
or 3,
like 1, 2, or 3
he's
overall.
Going high. Because there's enough teams. Somebody's going to get desperate and jump up there to get ahead of people. He's going to go high.
Yeah.
And then that's when a guy like Daniel Jones benefits because now people are talking about him because he's coached by Cutcliffe. Now suddenly people are trying to draw parallels between him and the Mannings. And it's like, I haven't seen a ton of Daniel Jones, but what I've seen is a big, tall guy who's unimpressive.
Yeah.
Just a dude. Just a dude. I don't want Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
That's a hard pass.
Sorry.
I don't want any Duke quarterback.
Sorry.
But I especially don't want the Duke quarterback who's in the draft this year.
Yeah, I don't want him.
Don't want him. Hard pass.
I watched a little bit of the game yesterday. I know he threw for a lot of yards, but again, a lot of those were like slants that were just going for like 70 yards.
Right.
So.
And I'm not big on Drew Lock. I'm not really big on anybody else in this class except Haskins. He's the only quarterback I like in this class.
Yeah.
And look, we may be wrong. There's been years where we thought guys were again, Greer as
I mean, Goff and Wentz were like when they were.
What about Greer? He's put up a bunch of big ass numbers at West Virginia. Great.
Yeah.
That does very little for me. A lot of guys do that. A lot of guys go.
I know you're busy. Chad told me to interrupt. I will record the Gator Report Sunday morning since I'm here for this time only. Then we'll figure it out from there.
Okay. Inside the Business with Lauren Brooks.
Woo!
Say hi to the people, Lauren. Look at this. Star-studded celebrity cameo. Wow.
Viewership just skyrocketed.
Go get some sleep.
I need it.
After a long morning.
It wasn't too bad.
Look at that. She's got too many bags. There's a conundrum with the knobs. Trying to close the door with like 12 bags in her.
Well, she threw in there. Chad told me to interrupt.
Chad, well, it's good to pass the buck.
Yeah, that's fair.
Thanks, Chad.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Chad. Thanks for that.
Chad. Anyways.
Draft talk.
Yeah.
We'll have more of it next week because it is our lot in life now for the next few weeks. Drew, you need a Red Bull? I need a Red Bull, y'all. Let's keep it real, man.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
I'm tired now, and I got a baby coming.
I
Another one.
like to think that I'm the face of the people. Like everyone's tired.
And the people,
I
everyone's
just,
tired.
Yeah, I just don't.
Everyone's tired in general.
Yeah.
Drew, did you see the? Before we go, did you see the Grover video?
No.
Okay.
I didn't.
We're gonna go kind of multimedia here.
Okay.
Googans, bear with me.
All right.
I'm about to go into pull up my Twitter sphere here. I'll play the audio so you Googans can hear it too, and you can judge for yourself. Since I don't believe the Facebook Live is governed by the same laws as the the FCC laws
Sure.
that apply to everybody else.
Let's hope not.
But I'm gonna we're gonna play this. It's a clip from Sesame Street
Okay.
in which Grover is talking to some other unnamed Muppets because I
Okay.
don't know all their names.
Sure.
And what he says and what it sounds like he says are two different things.
What is he supposed to be saying there? Because I know what I hear.
What he's supposed to be saying is, that sounds like an excellent idea.
Oh, well, that's just simply not what's heard.
It does not sound like it, does it?
I mean, I don't even know if, like, after you telling me that, I could sit there and, like, all I'm hearing is,
Now, I will say this. This is the new Yanni and Laurel, because half the people that watched it said, yeah, that's an excellent idea, is what it says.
Oh, boy.
But the other half heard what I heard and what Drew heard.
Oh, boy.
And it did not sound like Grover said,
No.
that sounds like an excellent idea.
Sure did not.
It sounds like
If
he
you're-
said something very not safe for work, and especially not safe
Children.
for Sesame Street's target demo.
That's right. I'm
So,
gonna agree with you on that one.
on that note, because ending this sounds like an excellent idea.
Yeah.
We love you, Googans.
See you guys.
Bye.